Is it possible to generate consistent, predictable, what I call entrepreneurial income in a real estate team? There's one of our members who I've spent about 5 years with, going from, just grinding it out, 65 deals when I first met Dave Friedman, to this year over 450 transactions. Just spent 30 days in the Galapagos Islands, takes 15 weeks of vacations a year, and he doesn't even go to the real estate office anymore. This Voxer message I'm going to play you was from a couple years ago, and it was the evening before an intensive workshop. We actually hosted a workshop in Charleston, South Carolina. I'm going to play it for you. Hopefully you can hear it here. And it really kind of just tells the story that this building a business to provide, consistent income where we don't have to do all the things. When Dave first came into our world, he was losing his mind. He was at the point where he shared with me publicly that he was, losing parts of his spouse, that relationship with Haley. So let me play this for you.
Lars, hey bud. So Haley and I are getting ready to move, and we're just going through the house and kind of purging, which feels awesome. DFT's come a long way since the first buyer agent, and things look different now. And I just want to stop and just say thank you for, man, I had to stop. I got all choked up. Just want to say thanks for everything, man. And I'm really looking forward to tomorrow and Tuesday and Wednesday. And also looking forward to, other people in that room that, where I was 4 years ago. And thinking about how many people are going to be in there, writing down the same thing about hire a buyer's agent and, take those first steps. And also looking forward to those people, having teams that look like yours in 4 years from now. So you're doing awesome stuff, and thanks a lot for everything you've done for me and Haley. Dude, so freaking corny.
He was commenting on how corny. There was a song playing in the background that was like a romance song, and here's a picture. I don't know if you can see that picture there. But that's an actual picture of his 2014 documents from that intensive workshop. And so the purpose of me playing that, for you, you watching me listen to someone saying good things about what we've done, it's not so much to give Real Estate B School or the work I've done props as much as to encourage you that, and I want you to stick around, there's a punchline here in this video. I'm gonna show you the 5 steps that Dave went through. There's a free training that I put together that'll allow you to do the same thing. It's just encouragement that, he didn't have a buyer's agent. He was just grinding transactions. That's a year he did 60 homes, and he has 7x'd his business, more than 10x'd his income, his take-home income, and he now has freedom of time, complete freedom of time, to do whatever he wants in his real estate business, but also in his life, and to show up differently as a husband. And so I kind of lost my train of thought there because I get emotional when I hear those stories. If you like these videos, give me the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate the encouragement and the dialogue, and make sure you turn notifications on and leave me comments. So Dave's journey it's a typical journey for Real Estate B School, where once you come into our world, you'll realize that there is not only more to life than real estate, but there's a way to go about, there's a step-by-step process to go from where you are right now, which you may be struggling to, make enough money to, make the hours make sense. And maybe there's more stress in your life that has collateral damage in your physical body or in your spirit or your emotional well-being, or there is strained relationships with your spouse, or you're not spending time with your children, right? You're not having the impact in those relationships that you think you could have, or honestly that you should have. And traditional success in our industry does not have you living a life that has freedom of money and freedom of time and the ability to impact people around us. It starts with a commitment. And the commitment that Dave had to take was that he was working evenings and weekends primarily with buyers. That's typically the first leverage point that we have to take if we're going to achieve, at a higher level and, sell a ton of real estate without doing it all yourself. He mentioned the Business Freedom Planner. Back then, that's a lot of years ago. That was like one of the first iterations of the Business Freedom Planner. I still personally use that planning system, and our most successful members use that same planning system. He rolled out that planning system to everyone on his team, and they've been using it ever since, every quarter, year after year after year. And so there's a planning system. The last thing I'll say about his journey is consistency. Consistency in his mindset to become the business owner, but consistency in the basics of the business. Every day, everyone shows up in his business looking for new business, setting consultations with buyers and sellers, meeting with buyers and sellers, and then convincing them or compelling them to take action and to become a client of the team. And then to do a great job and help them, view properties in the market, to identify a property, to buy it, to get to closing successfully. Same thing on the listing side, to get the listing on the market and all the steps, right, to get it on the market. And if you miss the price, to have price improvement conversations, to get from contract to closing on the listing side. And to do it in a way where your client actually loves you at the end of it, right? A typical agent is not gonna have a happy client at the closing table because they're not suited to do all those different jobs. So I guess the last thing is just a diversification or a division of labor. You cannot do it all. Right? If you want to scale your business and scale your life and live a bigger life and have a bigger impact, you've got to start to think about who can do this thing better than I can for maybe a lower dollar amount than I want to make over time. And it's this trade-off. We're all sort of, trading hours for money. And what do you want that trade to look like over time? Are you going to keep doing the same things year in and year out? So I challenge you to think about your business differently. What could it look like to scale your business to $1 million beyond? I put together a training that details the 5 steps that you need to take to build a 7-figure real estate business. Go to realestatebusinessfreedom.com. That's realestatebusinessfreedom.com, or click on the link below. If you like this video, give me the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and leave comments below. We'll see you in the next video.